Okay, so here's how the next session works. So while our next fellow goes up, I don't remember exactly who that is, we have these little, what we call the lightning shares. So anybody who's got anything they want to, okay, it's Andrew, you're the next one up. Anybody's got anything they want to share, like, I've got this company, I'm doing this thing, I'm selling this thing, I need these people, like, I just bought a new pair of shoes, whatever. This is like your Twitter moment right here. If you want to pitch a product, go for it. This is your outlet. Eli, get us started.
So I'm not actually selling anything. If you guys have heard me lately, I found the greatest thing I found since sliced bread. If you guys are looking to communicate with a large group of people, Google Hangout is a really, really great service where you don't have to hang out with people in order to actually stream like video content. So I was able to do an hour and a half, just kind of like talk show yesterday, where all of my fans were able to comment to me in real time. I was able to answer their questions. I got up to over 70 concurrent viewers, all watching the streaming video. And then at the end of it, Google bundles all that up and drops it onto YouTube for you as a finished video. So for anybody that's thinking about communicating with a lot of people all over the world, Google Hangout is just awesome.
Cool. I'll do my thing. I'm Ron Schmelzer. I run a company, in addition to doing Baltimore Tech Breakfast, which is awesome, I run a company called Bazella. We're basically focused on building a massive collection of apps for small businesses, all under $30 a month. So if you're familiar with Salesforce, they do sales and marketing. We're doing all this stuff around inventory management, scheduling, booking, keeping, all of these things that small businesses need. And what we need some more great developers. We're moving towards a Node and Ember-based front end with a PHP backend. If that means anything to you guys, let us know. And we also are looking for some great marketing and sales people who are familiar with small and medium business. So if you've got one of those things and you're interested in doing something new and joining a startup, let me know. Anybody else got anything? Oh, I know people have things to share. Usually we have a line. All right, there you go. And then we're going to be up. People are, it's the post-Memorial Day kind of like, ugh, the hamburgers are sitting in your stomach, you know. Go ahead.
I'm Sally Cherry, Cherry Consulting Network. I'm doing a shout out on myself. I specialize in virtual worlds, integration of virtual worlds into work with nonprofits and business startups. And I'd like to announce that I was accepted to do an oral presentation at CDC's National Health Communication, Marketing, and Media Conference in Atlanta, Georgia in August.
Oh, great.
And I will be looking for some opportunities to fine-tune my presentation between now and August. And I'm also looking for some reasonable, affordable office space in this area.
Oh, awesome. Great.
Howdy, Daniel Sternclar from View3D.tv. We use our ideas and imagination to implement new business strategies to help grow your business. And we do this using our creative skills as well as our technical. On the creative side, we create interactive multimedia productions, 3D video, animation. We work in the augmented reality space. And on the technical side, we do custom software development, needs analysis, expert systems. And we love to partner with other video production companies, web designers, streaming companies, ad agencies, marketing, sales, and so on. So Daniel Sternclar from View3D.tv.
All right. Good. So now that you kind of know how this works, we're going to do this again after the next two presentations. So think about it. All right. Andrew, you're up. This one too. Yeah.
Good morning. I'm Andy Weltlinger. I'm actually an investment portfolio manager, and I decided to do a startup. So I really have no idea what I'm doing. So if you could just shake your heads and smile, it'll make it a lot easier on me. Everett Davidge is my technical geek. I just started calling him, and he's my friend from college. I just started calling him every other day, and now he's my co-founder. Did you know that you're my co-founder? Okay, yeah, so he hates me right now. So we're going to talk about catalogs. So how many catalogs do you get in the mail every week? A ton. I get a ton. So some unavoidable catalog facts. It's a huge industry. 20,000 companies make catalogs in the United States alone. 20 billion get mailed out. And half of us purchase products from catalogs. So there's so many catalogs. Where do you keep them? Here's a picture of my foyer, which was a little bit messier before I cleaned it up, but I keep my catalogs on the foyer table. Some people just recycle them. or in one of these thingies. Bathroom's always very popular. That's Everett's bathroom. So you get so many catalogs, you don't know what to do with them, and then you keep on getting the same catalogs over and over again. So here's a sampling from my house: J. Crew, Pottery Barn, Nordstrom's, Front Gate, Williams-Sonoma. They have my number. That's about 85% of the catalogs I get in the mail. And you know, I like unique stuff. I like to be individual. And I'm just not getting a sampling from all these smaller boutique companies to my house. So I just get the same stuff over and over again. So when you do find a catalog that you like, what do? You use the Post-its, you start tabbing it, you fold the pages for your own wish list, for birthday gifts, for the holidays. And so that's your antiquated way to keep track of all the items. One of the major problems that we found in the industry that it's very fragmented. So everyone here is familiar with retail catalogs. That's what you get in the mail. They have prices. They have a 1-800 number to call, and that's what we know. But there's also manufacturer catalogs, product brochures, and lookbooks. And I'm not a cyclist, but if I were, you know, this is a good representation of what you might find. And you want to see all the products available to you. So what you don't know is Electric Bicycles is a really cool company out of San Diego that makes beach cruisers. And you would never see their catalog. If you're looking for a bike, you'll see Electric Bicycle at the bike shop, but you'll never see their catalog. Now, when you want to go look into Electric Bicycles, you go on their website and you see their catalog, and it's really cool. Okay? And it's sort of wasted effort for marketing for the company. And then you have other small niche, like here's Bicycle Baskets, The Burn makes helmets, and then you have fashion apparel for lookbooks that are very popular. So it's also a very dirty industry. Most the catalog issuers don't use recycled paper. They're using trees, using water. There's a growing popularity to suppress your catalogs from sites called catalogchoice.org and 41 Pounds. It's got a very large global footprint. Carbon footprint. So now with the iPad, the Retina display, which is super sharp, clean, and crisp, for the first time ever allows you to look at catalogs and makes it a very positive experience, okay? And that's what we're trying to do at Splurge. And really at the heart of what we're trying to do is 20,000 catalogs out there. What we want to do is just collect the good ones for you, and then categorize it, and then show it to you. So here's a snapshot of our homepage. We're launching with 6 categories: ladies, fellas, youngsters, habitat, foodies, and goodies. Here's 2 examples of companies that we found. One's here locally, Sandtown Millworks. They are they take recycled wood and they make custom furniture. Their catalog I found at Spoons here in Federal Hill. It's about 10 pages long, and I picked it up and I said, hey, that's really cool stuff. And you would have never found that. Here's a company from Nepal, Sherpa Adventure Gear. They make outerwear, and I found them, and they just have super cool stuff. And 2 examples of companies you would have never found without us showing it to you. So what we have, we're launching with a minimum viable product next month, 6 categories, 60 catalogs, and a revenue model is going to be free for the first couple of years. What we really want, what we want to build is 30+ categories. So into every niche, 300+ catalogs. We're going to have tons of functionality, and our revenue model will be affiliate sharing, pay-per-download, and joint ventures. So here's an example of the habitat category, and what I found is calling on these companies that, this encases home and garden, but we can actually break it down into 8 different categories. Furniture alone, I can find 200 catalogs right there. So if you're furniture shopping, you're going to want to look through all your options there. So how to make money? We think we can make a little bit of money. 266 million iPads, Apple says they can sell by 2014. If we do our job right, maybe we can get 2% market share. Each user downloads 5 catalogs, 10 cents per download. Maybe we can make $2.5 million annually. That's all I have. Make no mistake about it. We need help, and we're seeking intellect. So if you like what you see, come talk to me. And I think we have a very open platform, and your feedback is appreciated. Thank you.
Okay, questions, comments? I mean, the first thing that comes to mind is Pinterest, right? I mean, isn't that kind of how people are using Pinterest, maybe? Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to rely on imagery. So if you have a catalog and it's very cryptic and it doesn't have cool images, we're just not going to put it on there. We want a very cool experience.
But how about people like just individually like going, I'm going to create like a Pinterest board of all the cool stuff.
We have a Pinterest account, and we can sort of, it's almost going to complement what we're doing. So what we're going to have is we're going to pick out merchandise from each catalog and highlight different items, and then we're going to be able to use Pinterest to complement that.
Okay. Eli?
Just curious, yes. From a technical standpoint,
I have no idea.
Do all these images get downloaded, or how much storage is this thing going to take on your iPad?
I have no idea.
You have no idea.
Ever.
Yes. Yeah. Short of mic.
Depending on the settings you set for the application, it will download certain catalogs for you as you go along. It will also stream catalogs that you subscribe to on a monthly basis. So when there's an update, it'll, just like most iPad applications, there'll be a red number that says you have 2, 3, 5 catalogs waiting. And you can go in and see which ones you want to download, and it'll stream them in. And it downloads them a page at a time, so you can actually view the catalogs while it's downloading the rest.
Is the concern that you'll just run out of space on your iPad?
Either that you run out of space on your iPad, you blow through your 1 gig limit on your data plan, or if you guys are streaming all the videos and these are high-res videos, that it would be a very bad interface if every time you have to flip a page, it takes 5 seconds for the next page to show up. So I'm just curious how that works.
We've done some load testing. We have tried to stay away from any catalogs that are over 20 pages. And most times we can keep the file size to about 100 KB with limited images. And then when you decide to download the full catalog, you'll know that you're getting a meg now instead of 100 KB.
Good.
Cool.
Obviously. Oh, one more question? Okay, yeah, just grab that mic in the middle if you can. Or pass it back.
Just wondering, how do you guys plan on competing with Google catalogs or collaborating with them?
Yeah, Google catalogs they just want the money. So they are showing nothing but companies that offer affiliate programs. Okay? If you don't have an affiliate program, you can't get on that. And I think that really diminishes the user experience. We will show anybody that's got a cool catalog. The end user doesn't know that Google's getting a cut or we're going to get a cut. We just want to create the most positive experience, and I think that they're diminishing it, and I think that's where we're going to excel.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Great. Okay, great. Awesome. Good job, Andrew. He was like, I'm not comfortable doing presentations in front of people. That was a very good presentation. So, Greg, you're up next with the Cinidex, and after this, we'll do another 5-minute shout-out.
Good morning. My name is Greg Gershman. I'm the creator of this site I'd like to show to you today. It's called Cinidex. I love watching movies, and over the last couple of years, the choices that you have in terms of where and how you can watch a movie have proliferated, and there's just so many options, and many times I've gone and watched a movie and found that it's either on HBO, that night for free, I'm already paying for HBO, or it's at Redbox, or it's on Amazon for $1.50 cheaper than getting it on iTunes. So I was very frustrated by this. I watch a lot of movies, so I thought, why don't I try and build something that lets me solve this problem and find the quickest and easiest way to watch any movie that I want to watch. So that was the birth of Cinidex and what got me to start developing this site. So basically we index content, we index availability information from a whole host of movie providers, both online, so there's some movies that you can watch online, some that you can stream to your mobile device, some you can stream to your, just through the browser. And sometimes we index content or availability information from Redbox. So Sometimes you got to get up off the couch and actually go around the corner. But sometimes that's the only option you have available if you really are interested in seeing a specific movie. So just to give you a little bit of an idea about what kind of information we have available right now, this is one of Channing Tatum's movies from this year, The Vow. So you see it's available. You could reserve the DVD on Netflix, add it to your queue, pay for it on iTunes, either rent it or buy it. You could buy it on Amazon. You could get it on YouTube, or you could go around the corner to the nearest Redbox and pick up a DVD or a Blu-ray. So we're just trying to give you as much information as possible, give you the prices in as close to real time as we can ascertain, and help you make the decision and get the movie you want to see with as little cost and as little trouble. Just to give you some, we have, I think it's close to 80,000 titles in our database, and there's varying availability for various different movies. It's older movies, for example. Anyone here is a Katie Holmes fan? One of her old movies. You can get it on Netflix as a DVD. You could buy it on iTunes for $5. You could stream it on Amazon for $3, or you could wait until, what is that, Thursday night or Friday night, and watch it on MGM HD. So we're really trying to get, we're not trying to say this is streaming only or download only. We want to get all information for movies availability. Television, we're working on getting movie theater availability, so that there's some movies that are available in theaters. Now they're also available on demand at the same time as they're in theaters. So we're trying to get all that information and just help you really get the full picture. This is an independent film that I've kind of got in my queue to watch. So that's really the idea. You can go on and search the website. This is really just a first product that's out there, Cinidex.com, Cinidex. At this point, it's really just a proof of concept. It's something that I created for myself. Really interested in getting feedback. I'd like to know if any of you out there are movie aficionados, if this is something you think you would use. If it's something you think you wouldn't use, please let me know why that would be. We've got all this information, looking to see if this is something people are interested in using, and where we're going to go with the site next. So if you want to email me, my email address, or there's contact information on Cinidex.com, or I'm on, you can find me and talk to me or whatever. All right, thank you very much.
Okay, so you wanted feedback, so let them have it. Here's some feedback. Here's a microphone for you.
A couple things. Are you going to add Voodoo, V-U-D-U? That's another source.
Yes, working on that.
And also, besides video quality, whether it's standard or HD, another thing you might want to add is audio quality, whether it's stereo or 5.1 and so on.
That's an excellent point. I think we'll look at that as that kind of data is usually not available, but I'll look into that.
Yeah, because that's the other thing. A lot of streaming services will have it. They'll say HD, but you only get stereo audio out of it.
Uh-huh. All right.
So,
Okay.
as a movie person, yeah.
Thank you.
Talking about feedback, I think we're getting a little bit of feedback on that one. Anybody else? I think it's a pretty cool thing. Yeah. I'm surprised that it doesn't exist. I'm surprised that the terms of service from these guys won't come back and they'll issue some takedown notice. You're taking copyrighted information, blah, blah, blah. Have you gotten any like that?
No, I haven't had any issues with that yet, but I'm expecting to.
Get grab them all.
I love it. I think it's a great idea.
Thank you.
So as a user, what can I do? Can I do anything besides search? I saw some links on the side of the page, but can I queue stuff? And
right, those links those links right now all take you to Amazon, iTunes, Netflix. I'm working right now on just getting as much data in as possible, but one of the things I'm thinking about is creating an account, obviously, for you, and then
right.
What kinds of things would you want to do? Obviously, we'd like to be able to queue things up. I think that's going to be the first thing that we do is say, this is a movie that I want to see. Maybe that way it'll alert you if, let's say all of a sudden it's on sale at YouTube for 25 cents. I watched Inglourious Bastards
Right.
a couple weeks ago.
And that's
like
what I
that.
was going to say. I mean, as a recommendation, I would just think, you know, this is cool in terms of being able to find easy ways to view or get the movies, but in terms of like a recommendations engine or, you know, alerts that I could get about movies that come out, I think would be cool to add.
Yeah, definitely. Me personally, like the big thing I'm interested in is last summer the Senator had Jaws showing. Jaws is one of my favorite movies, and I'd love to see it on the big screen. I didn't know about it till after, you know, after the fact, or I'd already had conflicting schedule. I'd love to get an email and say, hey, we just found out one of your favorite movies is going to be at the, not the Senator, it was at the Charles. You know, I'd love to have something like that just to give me a heads up. All right, thank you very much.
Awesome stuff.